Good morning. Welcome everybody to our May 2023 Greenwood County Democratic Party breakfast meeting. My name is Bill Kimler. I'm the chair of the Greenwood County Democrats, and I welcome everybody on this gorgeous sunny Saturday morning. For the people who are watching on video, they don't know any different, so might as well give them a positive view. I am so happy y'all came out today. You could be doing anything. You could be watching the coronation of a British king, and still, you chose to come out to our Democratic Party breakfast meeting, so thank you very much. If we could stand, please, let's begin our proceedings with the Pledge of Allegiance. For those of you for whom this is your first time with us, we have a tradition here that we hope catches on across the nation. We like to put an extra special emphasis on the final two words of the pledge. So when those final two words come up, let's hear a little volume boost. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please be seated. I would like for us to take just a few moments of silence. I want to remember those who have recently passed on. I would like for you to offer prayers, if that's your thing, for peace in the world and peace in our country. And also take a minute to reflect with some thoughts of gratitude for all of the blessings that we enjoy every day, but sometimes take for granted. So a moment of silence, please. All right, thank you. All right, welcome everybody to Greenwood. I would like, just as a show of hands, how many of you are from out of county, who have traveled from elsewhere? Raise your hand if you're not from Greenwood. I see two friends from Abbeville here. I see our guests from Greenville. Where are y'all from? McCormick? Welcome, McCormick. Did we miss anybody? Well, thank you for coming all the way out to Greenwood. We're happy to have you. I hope you find us a friendly crowd, except Senator Nicholson. He can get a little ornery here before he has his coffee. But otherwise, we're a friendly group. Thank you for coming out. Another show of hands. For which of you is this your first time here? Raise your hand if you've never been to a meeting here before. I see 2, 3, 4 new members. Great. Thank you for joining. I hope you do come back, even if you had to travel. I don't want this to be your last time with us. There is no monthly meeting in any county in South Carolina like the Greenwood County Democratic Party's meeting. I've been to them all. We're rather unique. We set the gold standard. So I'm glad you're here with us. If you are new, the restrooms are to my left, to your right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got food over there. It seems like we may have more food than we know what to do with. Even though I see dozens of you here, there's a lot of food to feed us all and then some. So on your way out, please grab some. We also have a literature table. If you haven't been by it, please do so. You can walk up in the middle of the proceedings and check out the literature. It is there for you to take. And then make sure you've checked in with Lane and Gwen in the back there by the entrance. We want to get an accounting of everybody who was gracious enough to appear with us today. So there is our welcome. We also thank those of you who are veterans or are actively serving in the military. We appreciate your service to our country. We also appreciate all of the educators, the medical professionals, the healthcare workers. You help keep our community going. First aid responders, law enforcement. We appreciate all the people that it takes to make a community work. So here is our agenda for today. It's a brief agenda, so we should be getting at it a decent time. I'm going to provide some updates as to what's happening in our party. Then I'm going to debrief you on what happened in the South Carolina Democratic Party convention this past Saturday. A lot occurred there. Our guest speaker is Derek Quarles, who's come down from Greenville to completely motivate us and blow the roof off this place. I hope I'm not setting the expectations too high. No pressure. But if I'm not crying by the end, then you got some more speaking to do. All right, thank you. And then I'm going to provide some updates on what's happening in Colombia as far as legislation is concerned. These people have one more week left of lawmaking in the year, and then it's done until next January. So I'm going to catch you up to speed on some things that have been going on, and hopefully we'll have time for an open forum. If at any point you wish to speak, I would ask you to raise your hand. Ms. Lane will come over with a microphone. I want to make sure you're on mic so everybody can hear what you have to say, including those who are watching the recordings, okay? So even though you may be loud in your home environment, we definitely want you on microphone. So let's begin by talking about some of the brochures and other materials that are out there. One of the newer sheets that we've come up with, I try to bring something new every week, is a couple of letters to the editor. Nancy Wilson, Paula Goldman from McCormick, and Barbara Jackson. Everybody knows Barbara Jackson. Each of them wrote an amazing letter to the Index Journal over the last couple of weeks. I've printed them out. They're on a sheet that you can take with you, and I certainly hope you read them. They were outstanding. But more important is I hope it inspires you to put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard and send a letter in yourself. We see some of the same names over and over talking about the end times and some other crazy stuff in the paper, and it's great to see people like Nancy, Paula, and Barbara put some words of wisdom and logic and rationality and passion. We need to help and encourage more words like that. So grab a sheet and take a read, and if you see them, let them know what you thought of it. We also have another new sheet. There is a group I belong to called GC3. That's the Greenwood Counts Community Consortium, GC3. A couple of months ago, we had Justo Schiller speak with us. He is overseeing the data portion of that. He spoke about this program, and we have engaged upon multiple subcommittees to focus and bring people together to address three main areas, one of which is health equity. The fact that not everybody has equal access to health, whether it's for financial or for availability reasons or access reasons. So we formed a working group made up of professionals and activists and community concerned individuals to come together and talk about it, develop a work plan, and work to increase health access throughout our county. The kickoff meeting is this Tuesday, and I'm part of that community group. If you can show up on May 9th from 1 to 2:30 over at the United Way building. We'll be there. There's a group of about a dozen of us already, but it's open for everybody. If you want to see what it's like and what we're planning to do, the first meeting is this Tuesday. All right, any questions so far? So you can grab a pamphlet about that or a brochure about that up at the counter as well, and please take a look. And I hope to see you there. It's just so cool when we see all these different groups cross-pollinating and working together to do something very positive for the community.